What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I have an in-depth comparison between Storm's all-new Nova and the 900 Global Reality. Now, this is one that as soon as I reviewed the Nova, a comparison that I wanted to make because the Reality is one of, if not my favorite asymmetrical ball in the arsenal. So if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And then if you like this jersey or any of the jerseys in any of my videos, you can go to coolwick.com and use my promo code Napoles10. That's Napoles 10 to get you 10% off your entire order. And then down below in the description, there's gonna be a link where you can order the Reality or the Nova if you're liking what you're seeing in this video, or if you're gonna order it based on my recommendation. There's also gonna be a link to my Patreon and to my free Discord in the description. All right, so let's talk about the Reality and the Nova. They both have the same RG and the same differential being 249 and 052. The difference is that the Reality has an intermediate differential of 018 and the Nova 019. So very, very similar cores. And then the cover on the Reality is the S84 solid responsive cover that comes out of box at a 2000 finish, and the Nova has the R2X hybrid that comes out of box at a 3000 finish. But on this video, both of these are finished with a brand new 3000 pad so that the surfaces could be exactly the same, and then the layout on these is also the same, which is 30 by 5 by 30. Let me know down below in the comments if you have a Nova or a Reality and which one is your favorite and why. Let's get on the lanes. All right, that shot was really good. So here's to repeating a couple times before we get into the Nova. Yeah, hopefully the rest of this video here I can just execute at this level. All right, last shot here with the Reality before I get into the Nova for the first time. Oh, missed right. Terrible. All right, so those are the first 5 shots there with the Reality. And I think the biggest thing to watch is that when I got the ball going too far right, it's still an asymmetrical solid. It's still going to struggle to recover, especially on those misses right. So that's gonna be the big thing to look at when I get into the Nova. I'm gonna intentionally try to get the ball right, at least that first shot, to see if it has that down lane recovery because of the cover stock. So now let's get back on the lanes, get into the Nova from the same part, like I said, at least to start. All right, first shot here with the Nova. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get this one right a little bit just to see if it recovers. All right, so that was very surprising. So I'm gonna move 2 and 0 left here and see if it still looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna move 1 back right and move my eyes closer to me off that flat 10. That's a good one. All right, last shot here with the Nova before I get back into the Reality. That's a good one. Come on, why can't I do that every time? All right, so now we have the first 5 shots with the Reality and the first 5 shots with the Nova. And just early review here of what I'm seeing on the lanes. The Nova feels like it's a tad bit cleaner through the fronts. Feels like it shapes, I'd say, a considerable amount more than the Reality. And I think that's based on the cover stock, this one being a hybrid, this one being a solid. But I'm thinking that there's definitely gonna be room in the bag for both of them, because I'm thinking the Reality is gonna look way better from a little bit straighter, or anytime that you have to keep your angles a little bit more shut down. But then when you need a bigger ball to create some angles with and not afraid to jump in early, I think that's when the Nova is really gonna shine. So yes, this is a comparison between these 2 balls, but I don't think that the Nova replaces the Reality or the Reality replaces the Nova. which is a good thing because I really like the reality. So it's good that I can keep the Nova in the bag confidently. So let's get back on the lanes. I'm gonna go to the reality and I'm gonna move further left. And if it doesn't look good, then I'll go back right a little bit to where I think it's gonna look really good. All right, first shot back here with the reality. Gonna move in a little, see how this looks. Ooh, 4-pin. All right, so from there I can definitely open my angle a little bit. So let's try that. Reality. Yeah, so that was the reality, showing you why it's one of the good ones. Yeah, these are way different enough to warrant having both of them in the bag for sure. All right, last shot here with the reality. Again, let's end on a good note. So what I really like that I'm seeing, again, we're 15 shots into the video, that I'm liking out of both of these balls, one thing that they have in common is that they're not rolling out downward. On the fresh, the reality rolled out one shot where I left the 1-2 combination. But for the most part, they have not been rolling out, which is a really good thing for my eyes. And like I've been saying in my last couple videos, yes, I am on staff with 900 Global, but it really doesn't matter what I say to the camera because I know that I'm telling you the truth and you have an option to believe me or to not believe me. And if you don't believe me, then just look at the ball motion on the lanes. That can't lie. The ball motion on the lane cannot lie. So now we're gonna get into the Nova and get back to that same part of the lane and see if it continues to look pretty good. All right, Nova here from the same spot I was just at with the reality. Oh! All right, so off that 4-pin, I'll move 2 left. And I trust that this will be the right move here. Absolutely. So if there was enough volume, I can almost see like a 1-2 punch with the reality and the Nova. Oh, push a lot. Oh, so the result on the last one was good, but the execution was definitely not. So let's make a better shot here. Like that. Oh, if only I could repeat that last shot over and over again. That was pretty good. All right, so far through 2 zones, it's been pretty consistent that the Nova's been about 2-1, 2-0 stronger than the reality. Now, it could be that it's just a newer cover because I have less games on the Nova than the reality, but I did just redo the surface. But what I will say, and I hope everyone understands this, more hook doesn't mean better, okay? These are tools, you gotta use them in the right situations. So far, 10 shots with each ball, side by side. I think that the reality is the better option from straighter, okay? And then as I have to get a little bit further left and create some of those larger angles. Now, not large, big angles like a Highwood Pearl or a Wolverine or a Spectre, but once I have to shape it a little bit, especially on the fresh, that's when the Nova is really going to shine. So let's get back on the lanes. I'm gonna go to the reality and I'm gonna go 5 shots from 5 different zones back to back, just to see how good it looks from straighter and then from all the way further left, and then I'll do the same with the Nova. All right, first zone here with the reality. I fully expect this to go runaway Brooklyn. Yep. All right, so this is about a 5-board move left. Still, I still think this will hook way too much. Yep, the next 3 zones will be good. So like I said, these next 3 should be good. This one still might be a little bit too far to the right. Maybe? Oh, no. All right, these next two are basically strike guarantees here. All right, and the furthest left zone, still in the reality. All right, so there's 5 shots from 5 different zones of the reality. And I already knew that zones 1 and 2 were not gonna look good. 3 maybe had a chance. 4 and 5 were gonna be phenomenal. But I still do that so you guys can really gauge the strength level of these balls. I'm bowling in a very high friction environment. And for my game, again, the biggest thing to take from these videos is that I don't throw the ball like you. You don't throw the ball like me. So for me in my game, the reality on a house shot here at Sam Sound is just way too strong from straighter. But as I got left and got it in the oil, it started to look pretty phenomenally. So now we're getting into the Nova, and I'm gonna throw those same 5 shots from those same 5 spots. And what I'm hoping is that I get lucky maybe in zones 1, 2, and 3, because again, if this was too strong from 1, 2, and 3, this one is gonna be too strong from 1, 2, and 3, barring some kind of lucky shot. But I just really wanna show you guys the strength levels of these balls. So let's get back on the lanes. All right, first zone here with the Nova. Missed a little left, but it hooked a ton. All right, second zone of the Nova. Definitely still way too right for this ball. So that was very surprising. I think maybe that hybrid cover got it through the front a little bit. This might end up looking pretty good, actually. Oh, maybe. That is so surprising. Oh, that third zone was very, very surprising. Now onto the fourth. This is where they should both really shine. And the last shot of the video here with the Nova from the last zone. Good shots. All right, so again, I knew that the Nova was gonna look good from zone 4 and zone 5, just like the reality. But that third zone was very surprising, and I think it has to do with the cover. Even though the Nova has been consistently 2-1, 2-0 stronger than the reality for me, I think because of that hybrid cover, it kind of got it through the fronts a little bit easier. Because remember, they both have the same layout as well, very similar core numbers. But I think because of that hybrid, it got through the fronts a little bit easier, and that's why it looked good from zone 3. But again, very, very surprising. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all of that. The YouTube algorithm loves when you guys like, comment, subscribe. And then if you're gonna order any of these balls, like I said in the beginning of the video, link in the description, helps my channel directly, helps me a ton. And then again, there's also a link to the Discord in the description. And it's free. There's a free side of that Discord, and we talk bowling all the time. Click right here to watch one of my other videos. Click right here to subscribe. Till next time, guys.